And if I don't put that in my songs, I almost feel like I'm not glorifying God if I'm not doing the thing that He asked us to do. And that's to tell people about the sacrifice and how we can only be saved through Jesus Christ. I started rapping when I was about, say, like 9 or 10. You know, my mom had these records or whatever, and I used to just like scratch them and hit, like, you know, try to rap like what I heard on the radio over top of them. But I mean, as you grow up in the culture, you grow up listening to rap, then you just try to, you know, mimic what you hear, you know, and what you like. So that's how it started. This is my second mixtape. It's called Fearfully and Wonderfully Made. First mixtape, Jesus Paid It All, and that was the first mixtape I put out. And you know, I got good response to it. I really don't care about the responses. I just care that people hear it and that, you know, their lives are changed, or, you know, if they want to get to know Christ, or they want to like build a relationship with God, or they become saved. That's why I do it. If people ask me, you know, why do I do that? Because I want people to, you know, come to know Christ and to be saved, make it into the kingdom. No, I'm not signed by anybody. Am I interested in being signed by anybody? No, I'm not interested in being signed by anybody. I mean, it could always happen. I just wouldn't just cancel it out, but I'm signed by Jesus Christ as a servant of the Most High, and that's good enough for me, because my reward really isn't like on this earth. I'm not really looking for a reward on this earth. You know, if that happens, you know, and if it's God's will for my life that occurs, then, you know, so be it. But that's not my motivation for doing this.
Wish that I could find some place to go. Wish that I could find some place to go.
This is it's called Some Place to Go, and you know, it's basically it's a knife track that I you know, I kind of jacked a little bit, but you know, when I was making this song, I was basically just trying to talk about like people, you know, looking for some place to go. Like everybody trying to find a safe haven, somebody that understands them, that understands their problems, that, you know, basically trying to be completed, you know. And so sometimes people would just go to different things like drugs and alcohol and sex and, you know, just different things that have no eternal value. And so, you know, I kind of like was telling people like basically like Christ is the way, you know. So if you're looking for some place to go, you can go to Christ. Like He understands, you know, any things you've dealt with, any circumstances you've had to go through in life, any heartache, any pain, any suffering. Christ understands, and that if you know, if you have no place to go, you go to Christ.
It's for them people trying to find a place to go.
This song is called Liberation, and I produced the beat, and basically I just talking about like just the circumstances of life that would, you know, that people live in on a daily, and like how, you know, the world is just so corrupt, and how like Satan has devices and plans to try to like, you know, keep people, you know, from coming to God.
Yeah, drink the whole cup of lust. Christ begging you to hold up. So many times I said never mind, so what?
End of the track, I put on a testimony from a guy named Mark Anderson, and basically he was an Olympian back in the 80s, and, you know, he had substance abuse problems and issues, and he was just basically shackled to his substance abuse of cocaine, and you know, Jesus Christ set him free. And I just put it on there because it touched me. I mean, it had me in tears the first time I heard it, because it just it's similar to how Christ set me free from just different things in my life. And I didn't have substance abuse, but I had a problem with sin, and so anytime you have a problem with sin, it may not be drugs and alcohol, or it just may be, you know, it could be different things. But when you're set free by Christ, it just it's nothing can describe that.
Trying for our case so we could escape death and get inside heaven's gates.
This is a Eric G instrumental. I wanted to really give like people something that like they can hear and like kind of turn them away from like the secular world, like really like be just outwardly spoken about Christ and who he is and his name, and just flat out, like, you know, like even how it starts, J is for Jesus Christ, forever my Lord and Savior, came to this earth and died. You know, like I'm not trying to sugarcoat who Christ is to me and who he should be, you know, to you. It's pretty hardcore, if I can say that in a non-traditional sense, but it's gritty. It's like, you know, I'm not trying to sugarcoat this, my spiritual walk with Christ and who he is in my life, and so I try to just give that realness to the, you know, to the fans and to the people.
My case is closed, heaven is mine. Can't wait till the day that he take us home. I made up my mind, I'm serving Christ to the death of me. No half-stepping, I'm invested in my destiny to flow for the Most High.
We've got some difficult days ahead, so I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory.
Sitting on the edges of the prophecy.
This song is called Fool's Gold, and basically, you know, at the beginning I had a little Martin Luther King sample thrown in there, whatever. This beat was produced by my man Rome, and shout out to Rome. Appreciate you know, look on the beat, and you know, I basically was just talking about like how this world has like duped everybody into believing that, you know, fame, fortune, money is basically, you know, you trying to encourage people to establish heaven on earth. That is the biggest lie ever told. This earth is temporary. Everything is passing away. Life is fleeting, and you know, you may be here today and gone the next. And you know, basically, you know, what profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his soul? And that's basically the concept of the song Fool's Gold. Favorite song? If you told me the song that causes the most people to get baptized, that would be my favorite song. Whatever song that is, that causes people to become baptized, or they decide to go to church, and they, you know, it plants a seed that leads them into the kingdom. Whatever song does that the most, that would be my favorite song. I don't know what song that is. I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And if, you know, someone makes it in the kingdom and they say, you know, I heard your song, and that song really like lifted me up or caused me to do this, to get to know Christ, and that would be my favorite song. But I mean, I kind of like them all.